What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brianaya, and welcome back to a sit down video, y'all. It has been a very long minute since we have done a sit down video. Like, seriously, where y'all been at? Anywho, as y'all can see from the title of today's video, you can see that we'll be sitting down and talking about how to start your clothing brand or your business with no money. I will have receipts, I will have step-by-step guides, I will just have everything in this video that you will need to equip you to start and grow your own business. So if you are new to my channel, hello, I'm Bree. I sell HBCU loungewear sets for different colleges, teach others how to start their own clothing brand. I recently just started selling clothes, I would say like 6 months ago, and so far my brand has made maybe over a total of $10,000. Just, you know, in total, I've reached so many students, alumni, and just people who requested for me to do their school for loungewear. Y'all, my brand has just grown tremendously, and I will be inserting different photos and videos just to kind of show y'all like my journey and just about me. And so like I said, this video will pretty much be breaking down everything that you will need to start your own brand. So if you're new to the clothing brand business and you're interested in getting started, just keep on watching and make sure y'all watch this video to the end. And also, before we get started, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, because if you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? I'm dropping all the tips, all the advice, and I also will be offering one-on-one courses if you are interested in having more of like a one-on-one kind of thing going on. If you have additional questions or would like additional help with your own brand, and make sure you click the link in my description box, and let's get started. So you want to start your clothing brand, but you don't know where to start. It's okay, because I have been there before. At some point in time, I knew I wanted to start a business. I just didn't know what. I didn't know where I wanted it to be located at. I didn't know, you know, just the foundation of my business. I didn't know the specifics just yet. And if you don't, that is okay. One thing I can say is everybody's experience and journey to, you know, entrepreneurship is different. So all these YouTube videos saying, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do that. There's no certain order. There's no certain structure that you have to follow, because you can start it and it flops, or you can start it and it grows. You can start it and it succeeds. You can start it and it fails. You can start it and, you know, there's up and downs. Like, it's so many things that could possibly go wrong or not happen. So going in having these expectations, just get it out your head, okay? Because again, with me, when I started my clothing brand last year, I knew I wanted to start, and so I started doing things that'll get me to that point, even though I didn't have no kind of background or experience in entrepreneurship. This was my very first business. No, I didn't start by getting my LLC. No, I didn't start by getting trademarked or patents or none of that legal stuff just yet, because I didn't know if my brand would take off or if I would, you know, get any customers or any sales. But to my surprise, the girlies was buying, okay? So the first thing that I want to talk about is just having a business plan. I know what I just said. I know that I just said that you don't have to go by a specific plan, because when I look back, and I thank God that I did this, because I knew that in the future I would be teaching somebody the same thing that I went through, or just my ways. I had like a plan. Like, I was in school at the time, and I decided to use this whiteboard and pretty much write down all of the things that I planned on doing for my business. And when I look at that timeline now, y'all, I just laugh, because I did not go by any of those steps. Like the pre-ordering, the inventory, the looking for vendors. Y'all, I found and contacted one vendor, and thank heavens, thank God, this vendor was not a hit and miss. Like, we're gonna get into that later, but I want y'all to sit down and come up with a business plan. If you don't go by this business plan, it is okay. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, although you can plan something, just like with your life, you can plan for something to go a certain way, and it may not go that way, because things don't always go as it may, you know, you may want it to. So, but in order to kind of just have all those ideas and thoughts that are in your mind on paper, I suggest taking a notebook, getting a pen, or doing it on a computer or a Word document, and just write out what you want your business to be. What do you want the name to be? Who do you want to sell to? Who is your target audience? What will you be selling? You know, what will this cost? The budgeting, how much, you know, Does a vendor, you know, charge to make or sell or, you know, produce what you want? Sit down and figure out all of those specifics and then go from there. Again, the reason why I say do this is because having all those thoughts and ideas in your head, it's just gonna stress you out. It's gonna overwhelm you, and you're not gonna want to move forward with starting your business. You're gonna procrastinate. I keep stepping back, y'all, with this like my bad. You're gonna procrastinate. You're gonna put it on hold for years and years, like I did. But once I finally took that first leap of faith and was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I believe that this is gonna get done because I'm gonna put in the work and the effort to do so. So once I came up with my business plan, I then decided to do my research. Y'all, and I know a lot of people on YouTube say that, like, do your research, but no, seriously, do your research. Because without knowing the business that you're going into, without knowing, you know, I can't think of the word, you know, just without knowing what it takes to sell that product or to produce, or your competition or what you're up against, how are you gonna be successful or succeed in selling your product? What is gonna make you stand out from other businesses? What is gonna make you stand out from different brands and companies? Just like people say, oh, this is oversaturated, or oh, they have the best, and you know, there's no point in going into that. No. Because for a second, I want you to think about how many clothing brands there are, how many athletic apparel companies there are, Nike, Adidas, Armor something. Y'all know all those athletic apparel clothing brands. Like, it's so many. Then you have different bread companies. I can't think of the bread companies, but it's, if you go to Walmart, go to your local Publix or grocery store, if you go down the bread aisle, there are thousands, hundreds of different bread companies, because they didn't just decide that one was going to be it. It's other brands that have certain specific qualities and ingredients that people love and like. Some things people are allergic to. Some people just prefer this kind of bread over that kind of bread. This bread lasts longer, this bread doesn't. So don't feel or stress that, okay, if I sell lashes, it's oversaturated. Well, if you're going to sell lashes, how can you stand out? Are you gonna sell lashes that are magnetic? Are you gonna sell lashes that are mink? Are you gonna sell lashes that are synthetic? Are you gonna sell lashes that come with, you know, kits? Are you gonna sell lashes that are individual or strips? There are so many different qualities and so many different, you know, avenues that you can take to make your brand stand out. So do the research in whatever area or whatever kind of product you're going to sell, whether it's clothes, hair, accessories, shoes, lashes, whatever. Do your research and see what you're up against. I like to go on Instagram and kind of look at, you know, different clothing brands and see how are they marketing their brands. What are the comments saying? What are their customers saying? Why do they choose this brand over any other brand that is on, you know, Instagram or online or in the market? What makes this brand so special? What is their packaging like? What is unique about them? What is their logo? What is their motto? What is their saying? Who is their target audience, and why does their audience like them? These are the things you want to be able to answer if someone was to ask you this. So again, plan and then do your research. And one thing that helped me was definitely looking on YouTube. But again, you have to be careful about what videos you watch, because you'll get different experiences and different opinions of how you should start, when you should start, how you should do this, and just those different steps that you should take. But as someone who just got into this game 6-7 months ago and has already generated over like maybe $10,000, you know, and I'm continuously having customers come back, so it's something that I'm giving my customers that they can't get anywhere else, and that's what makes my brand stand out. So you want to make sure that you're figuring that out for your own brand. And I would also like to say that at the beginning of this video, I mentioned that I do offer one-on-one mentorship, because I have gotten several requests from people who have been watching me, been watching my journey, you know, and they've been wanting to start their own clothing brand. And I'll insert like a clip of some messages between me and someone who's, you know, they've started curating like their logo and their brand name and just what makes their brand stand out. And I just want to show y'all, like, I offer one-on-one mentorships. I also have a step-by-step guide on how you can start your business for literally no money. All you have to do is click the link in my description box. Download the guide. It's downloadable, so you will always be able to like re-reference it no matter where you are, quick, fast. You'll be able to print it out, study it, take notes, versus a YouTube video that is just, you know, digital. But this is like printable. You can download it. You can keep it, you can take it everywhere you go, take notes, have it to always reference, and then include it in my one-on-ones and my step-by-step guides. I also have 50+ vendors or 50+ vendor list that's included in my downloadable step-by-step guide. So if you guys are interested in starting your own brand, I highly recommend that you guys check out my digital product. That is it'll be linked up down below in the description and as well as the comments. And if you're not even trying to just start a clothing brand, again, I have also a 200+ vendors list that has like shoes, accessories, hair, cosmetics, skin, shoes. I already said shoes, but literally anything. Hair vendors, raw Indian hair vendors. I have literally all that you can think of, you guys. So make sure you click that description and head to that link in my description so you can check it out. Because it's one thing for me to teach you and show you step by step how I did it, but for me to also provide the resources that you'll need. For those who aren't really tech savvy or into like the whole content creation thing, I also have a step-by-step guide on how you can start and grow your social media or your YouTube channels and make money, y'all. Y'all need to be using these social media apps to make money and stop scrolling on them and be using that to make revenue, because while you're also going to be starting your business, you're also going to need to know how to market. That is like the biggest thing when it comes to this, because if it wasn't for my marketing skills and my, you know, knowing how to use social media and create content, my brand wouldn't be where it is today. Posting constantly on social media, promoting your brand, going to the ends of the earth to promote your brand is what is also going to help you to stand out. You're going to have to put the word out in the world about your brand. Nobody's gonna know about your brand if you don't promote it, if you don't post it every single week, every single day. Now, some days you can have like a day or two off, but I like to post at least once a day on my social media accounts about my business, because I've had several posts go viral just off of me posting on TikTok, you guys. TikTok has been a big help in, you know, spreading the word about my brand and my clothing and my business and just reaching my target audience. So if you're not utilizing social media for your brand, I can't help you already, because without that, you know, that's the new, you know, posting flyers, going old school, posting flyers around, you know, the neighborhood and let people know that you're selling this or selling that. You have to get on social media and promote, baby. Some people like to buy ads, but I haven't bought ads and I've went viral several times just naturally. You have to know how to market and promote your brand. Again, if you need help figuring out how you need to market your clothing, market your business, I have a step-by-step guide on how you can do that. It'll be linked in my description box, because again, I had nobody to teach me none of this, y'all, and I think that's what makes my journey so different and special to me, because I started with just off the dome. Like, I was already a YouTuber, I was already creating content and going viral on TikTok. So when it came to my business, I was like, oh yeah, I already got this in the bag, I already know how to do this. Like, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm bragging or boasting, but literally, y'all, it takes nothing for me to go viral on TikTok. Like, give me a good, like, 5 TikToks and at least 2 or 3 of those can go viral. And I'm not saying that again to be cocky, but because I've learned and mastered marketing and social media and the algorithm, y'all. I have learned so much over the past 4 to 5 years of creating content, y'all. Like, when I say crack the code. So if you're interested in learning how to do these things step by step, social media marketing, and just need a guide to show you how to kickstart your business as well as vendors, I got y'all. Next thing you want to do is find a vendor, y'all. Find a reliable vendor, somebody who's not gonna scam you, because it's possible you can get scammed. Now, these people be on these wholesale websites and apps and stuff. They be scamming Americans because they know they can get away with it because it's so easy. They be taking y'all money and they be going on about their day. But when you find a reliable vendor, you don't have to worry about none of that. And I say do that by doing your research. When you find a vendor, see if they have reviews. See if the reviews are real reviews. Research them on all social media platforms. See if they're promoting their stuff on social media platforms. If you get a vendor that has like reviews that you can't even understand what they're saying, they're fake 9 times out of 10. But if you have a vendor that has reviews of people like showing photos and videos of proof of the product and just their experience with communication and product quality, then that is a good, reliable vendor. You always want to get a sample before you eventually buy like a crap ton of inventory, because if you just start by getting inventory and you get a bad vendor, you just wasted your money. So make sure when y'all are selecting these vendors, y'all are looking at the reviews, you're ordering samples, which can also sometimes be risky as well. So just make sure that they're not overcharging you for a sample. And yes, and when you receive that sample, baby, you gotta go crazy. When I say go crazy, if you don't know what I mean when I say go crazy, you just need to go ahead and click off this video. Once you get your sample for your business, you need to go crazy. That sample needs to be everywhere. When people see you, they need to see that sample. I don't care if it's lashes, hair, clothes, shoes. You need to be throwing that sample in everybody's face. They need to know your new name will become Sample, okay? But yes, y'all need to promote and market your samples and let people know, hey, this is what I'm selling. This is why you should buy it. My very last tip is, you guys, when you start out, you don't have to have a website. A lot of people on these YouTube videos say, oh, once you get your business name, you need to, buy your domain and start a website. I'm just now starting a website like 2 months ago. Still generated over $5,000, but didn't need a website prior because, okay, again, it just kind of goes back to me not knowing if people was going to buy my product. Like, I didn't know how big my brand was going to get until it took off. But if you have a Etsy shop or I think it's called a Stand Store, these, other little cute little, I don't know what they're called, these little shops and stuff, these websites that allow you to create like a digital store, you can use those. You don't have to go on Wix or Shopify and purchase a website domain, because that's $30 extra a month, $30 extra that you're losing that you can be putting into your business for inventory or ads or whatever else. Don't get a website. You don't need a website, because if you go and you waste your money and nobody ain't buying your stuff, you just wasted your time and your energy. Start off small. You can even just start selling on Facebook or selling on these social media apps. You do not need an official website. And it's so funny to me because there was a person who clowned me for not having a website, and it wasn't a customer or nobody. It was somebody who was hating, and they tried to clown me because I had an Etsy shop. You clowned me for having an Etsy shop, but my stuff sold though. You was clowning me for having an Etsy shop, but now I sell and make money off of Etsy and my website. You clowned me for having an Etsy shop, but I make more sales than you. That's the gap. So yes, when that happened to me, I just kind of realized, like, yeah, that's crazy. Some customers will feel more secure and it's more easier to purchase when you have a website. But I'm telling y'all, if your customers want to buy your product, they will. Just like how people be talking about they man and they be like, if he wanted to, he will, or if she wanted to, she would or will. Same thing with your brand. If they want to purchase your stuff, they will. Because I think when I first started, people would have to like sign in or make an account. I think, yeah, with Etsy, you have to like sign in or make some sort of an account to make a purchase. How can I say this? I exercised or used one of my marketing tactics to pretty much sell out of my loungewear, completely sold out of my loungewear, got tons of sales on Etsy. And all of those people had Etsy accounts. So you never know who has Etsy accounts or certain subscriptions and apps and stuff. Just show and sell the product. That's all you have to do is show up for yourself. Do not doubt yourself, because you never know who will be interested in your product. You have to take that leap of faith. You have to take that chance. And I said that was my last piece of advice, but baby, this is my last piece of advice. Listen closely, y'all. Let me zoom in for this part. Let me zoom in. Oh, baby, look at my lips. And I've been talking this whole time. Y'all can hear me, right? Put God first in everything that you do. When it comes to your business, God should be right there alongside of you on the side of you packing orders too. God should be with you when you looking for vendors, when you posting on social media. Be appropriate. You don't have to be a Christian, brand, but Christian base would be good, because not having God in the midst of anything, it will fail. So make sure y'all are praying, asking God for guidance, asking God, is this what he wants you to do? But that is enough preaching. I just wanted to give you guys a quick few tips on how I started my clothing brand with no money. So if you would like to learn more or get kind of like a more one-on-one kind of mentorship, make sure you click the link in my description and check out my digital products, my downloadable digital products, on how you can start your clothing brand or your business with little to no money. I also teach people how to become content creators, how to get brand deals, and yeah, I think that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video was very informative and helpful. If not, be sure to leave your questions, comments, or concerns in my description or my comments down below. Make sure you like this video, and please, 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 y'all subscribe to my channel, because I am going to be putting out weekly videos on business, on just moving, all kinds of things. So make sure you guys are staying updated with my content. You can follow me on TikTok, because I'm mostly active on TikTok at Brianaya TV. Also follow me on Instagram at Brix Asia ASIA. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in my next video. I love y'all. Bye y'all.